Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with a Shaman deck. I didn't think that the draft went all that well. There were a bunch of mediocre cards. I got way too many 3-drops, not enough 4-drops, and I whined. However, I did note that one advantage of the deck is that it has all the Shaman removal in onesies. So I've got a Lightning Storm, I've got one Fire Elemental, I've got one Hex, one Forked Lightning, one Lightning Bolt. I think 2 Rockbiter weapons, maybe, or one. So it worked out in the first couple of games, but my opponents made slight mistakes, which make me think that they were perhaps skilled but also less experienced players. And now, as we're 2-0, we're going to fight the real deal. So we got Brown Asian here. That's a very classic and classy name. Let's mulligan the Earth Shock. I've mulliganed that all 3 games so far, but we'll keep the other drops. Flame Tongue Totem isn't really the greatest thing to play on turn 2. What really is going to determine things is my totem going to survive so that Flame Tongue's actually useful? If not, I might not be able to do anything except play Silverback on turn 3 and hope to play the Flame Tongue after that. So let's hope she passes the turn. Let's hope that there are no Mana Worms or anything like that. My opponents have so far obliged me, I believe, if I remember correctly, with slow starts. Yes, the Warlock passed on turn 1, so did the last Mage. I was, however, second in both of the games. Ah, nice. Well, I am going to play the Flame Tongue, but I want to talk about that a little bit. Normally, I would just make a Totem rather than playing the Flame Tongue. The reason I'm playing Flame Tongue is I have a taunt coming up after it. So that's why. Like, if I didn't have this taunt to protect the Flame Tongue with, then I wouldn't just throw it out there. Like, look, it's just going to die here. Now, I could actually kill it with the Rockbiter weapon, but that would mean all I'm doing is playing a Totem or a Mad Bomber. I don't really want to play a Mad Bomber. Man, Mad Bomber here is very, very risky. I mean, it could kill this Fairy Dragon, but it could also kill my own Flame Tongue. I could play Mad Bomber, Rockbiter, and kill the Fairy Dragon. That's an option for sure. Is that better than playing the monkey and leaving the Fairy Dragon alive? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to play this monkey. So it's protecting my Flame Tongue. The buff is causing the Fairy Dragon to kill it, or to die to it. If she wants to use her hero ability, that will be a trade. And then next turn, I can play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul and start to see if I can work it up. Ah, I see. She's going to have an answer for my Flame Tongue, which is a Frostbolt. Well, that's okay, because she doesn't leave her with enough mana to kill my monkey off. Coin! Oh, you suck. Boo. Well, this should probably be a proverb. If you're going to play with bad cards, you might as well use them. I think I have to use the Mad Bomber here. And just hope that one of the barrels hits. The odds are in my favor. Overwhelmingly, actually. And there we go. It was actually the perfect Mad Bomber. Shut up. Shut up. Don't you even start with me about how Mad Bomber's a good card. The card is terrible. I couldn't even play it on turn 2. That's how terrible it was. Anyway, so that happened, and we're good to go. She's got 6 cards to my 6 cards. One of them's a totem, admittedly, but I'm about to draw a real card, and I'm the first player, so it makes sense that I'm a card down. My one regret is I wasn't able to get this Flesh-Eating Ghoul down earlier, but I think unless she plays something that really needs to die to Rockbiter weapon, I will play the Spiteful Smith just because it's big. She seems to have a choice of removal or stuff, and is thinking very carefully about the best way to do her turn. She decides to fireball a Mad Bomber. Whoa! That's all the way aggressive. Okay, so I could make a Flesh-Eating Ghoul and a Totem, or I could just make a Spiteful Smith. It's a tough call. I'm gonna do it this way, and the reason for that is, if she plays something that I can kill with a Rockbiter weapon, I can make a Spiteful Smith and Rockbiter weapon next turn. That gives me full use of my mana on turn 6 and start growing the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. She's already used a Frostbolt and a Fireball. The Frostbolt on the Flame Tongue makes a lot of sense. The Fireball on the Mad Bomber was a little bit aggressive. I guess she had nothing else to do with her turn. No creatures to play. Kodo, please don't hit my Ghoul. Alright, it hits my Taunt Totem, no problem. Unfortunately, I can't kill this. 5 health is too much, and it is threatening to kill off my Ghoul. Is there any way that I could possibly kill this thing? Without losing my Flesh-Eating Ghoul. I mean, Rockbiter weapon, that's 3 damage. Ugh, there's no way. I could flip a Totem hoping for taunt, but then I cannot play the Spiteful Smith. Well, Stampeding Kodo is just good here. You know what? Oh, no, never mind. I was thinking this could have been a taunter, but it couldn't have. Alright, we're going to actually just do this, I guess. So, a little bit of an unfortunate situation. And now the Kodo can kill my Ghoul, but then the Smith can kill the Kodo, so we might come out ahead, especially if I play the Golem afterwards. We'll see how it happens. Does she have another Fireball or a Polymorph for the Smith? That's the question. This is at 2 health, which means Forked Lightning might be good. And now it isn't. I definitely don't want to do it here and get overloaded, and also not play the War Golem. So we'll do this for all the beans. We'll do that. We're really going back and forth here. Like, she got card advantage against me with the Fairy Dragon, but then I got card advantage against her with the Mad Bomber, but then she got card advantage against me with the Kodo, but then I got it against her with the Smith, but now she's getting it back with the Tiger. Okay, well, at the end of the day, she didn't ever have enough mana to ping off this sheep. I top-decked a very good card, and I could flip a totem and hope for spell damage to use Forked Lightning. That would let me keep this sheep around. But I could also just as well use the sheep to kill the tiger and Rockbiter to kill the organ. So I don't actually want to flip a totem. I'd rather put this creature on the board. I could actually fork Lightning and just use the sheep to finish off the organ. So what's better? Well, Rockbiter weapon can be used on the face and it doesn't have overload. Why don't I use the overload now and also the card that cannot burn my opponent out when I am in a situation where the overload doesn't make a difference? So Forked Lightning, this is why you want those in your deck. Tiger survives Flame Strike. Gonna get her down to 20 health, probably. 20 minus 6, she's kind of at 14. If this gets attacked, she's down to 12. She's getting a little bit low, but high enough that I still can't really burn her out. Flame Strike. She's got the Flame Strike. Well, that's not the most impressive Flame Strike ever, because this thing has Stealth. Oops. She has some kind of 1 mana. What does she have for 1 mana? What does she have for 1 mana? I have no idea what she has. I cannot afford to hold on to that Fire Elemental, unfortunately, because it's a 6/5, and that's just way too good to put on the board here. Or rather, way too good not to put on the board. Lord of the Arena is extremely irritating. Ice Lance! Ugh, well, what's the point of Ice Lance here? I mean, the Lord of the Arena is going to take care of business anyway. Huh. Well, anyway, let's take a look at what we get. Raptor. Oh, it's starting to get ugly. I could double Rockbiter to kill this Lord. Am I ahead enough that I could actually afford to do that? Well, then I'll have this Raptor and a Totem. She'll have 4 cards after she draws. I don't think I can actually do that. I think I have to do this. Now, if she tries to get greedy and uses the Lord to kill the Raptor, well, then I'll finish this off with the Rockbiter weapon. But I'm really passing the turn. All I did with 10 mana was play a Raptor. That's no good. Ah, she's got the Cult Master. That sucks. And an Injured Blade Master. Well, I've got the removal cards for both of these. She's getting ahead on cards, though. It's starting to get a little bit ugly. And she's pinging my face correctly because the Healing Totem will just nullify it if she were to ping a creature. Shield Bearer. Oh, man, I'm going to lose because I'm not getting enough stuff. So what I'm going to do is I will cash out my removals. And I'm not going to trade my creature because, honestly, my creatures are... Oh, no, I forgot about that. That was really silly. I just wasted a Rockbiter weapon because I forgot that you can only attack once. That's silly. I should have Rockbitered my totem and used the totem to kill this creature. I'm going to probably lose now. That is something that's very difficult to come back from. I've already lost my War Golem and my Fire Elemental in this game, so I don't have that much other big stuff left. Ah, shit. Oh my god, this is really, really bad. This thing should not be here. So it kills my Raptor. I just don't have anything anymore. She's a secret, a card, and creatures. Defender of Argus. Well, it's kind of helpful, but kind of not. I still can't even kill that thing. Oh, man. This game was depressing. That Rockbiter mistake. I hadn't played Shaman in a while, and I just had a little brain blip. She's 2 cards ahead of me. She's way ahead on the board. She's going to actually enrage that guy herself so it can kill that. I don't think it actually made any sense. But sure. Do whatever you want, man. Oh, and an Azure Drake, you know, just for good measure. Okay, Violet Teacher, that's cute. I think I'm just screwed, unless this is a Taunt Totem. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm going. What are my outs? What are my outs? What are my outs? My outs are I get Lightning Storm, flip a spell totem. So if I do have, assuming I do get Lightning Storm, I have to keep this in my hand. So you have to play to your outs no matter how unlikely they are. The only way that I could conceivably win is if I, after she kills this totem, if I flip another spell damage totem, play play Violet Teacher, play Lightning Storm, and kill everything. It's the only way that I can win. Well, that's already failing because this is not going to die to Lightning Storm. And that is a coin flip, even with spell damage, as is the Azure Drake. Well, it's getting more and more improbable, but it's still the only chance I have. She's going to kill spell damage. Smart player here, brown Asian, and the Cobra is not it. So, well played. I think I just got beaten fair and square there. There's really nothing else to say. Even if I had correctly used Rockbiter, I think I still probably would have lost, because she just ended up putting out way too much for my Raptor to handle. My deck just didn't have enough juice. I wasn't able to get enough card advantage, and I wasn't able to get enough big stuff onto the field. It's like the draft started out super top heavy, but then I saw no more big things. I mean, I think there were like a few things I passed on because I was afraid of getting too top heavy, but yeah, in that game I just blew through everything. I used Fire Elemental, I used Smith, I think, I used War Golem, and I used the Tiger. So the only thing I didn't use was the Dark Scale Healer and the Argent Commander and the Stormpike Commando as far as the big stuff is concerned. SAPSD, SAP SD, SAP San Diego, I don't know what that is. This is a little bit of a discouraging hand. We'll keep Lightning Bolt in case of real creatures, but if he makes recruits, this is obviously no good. Ah, hey, that's great. Okay, if I get another 2-drop, I will coin out the Berserker. I might coin out the Berserker anyway just to stop him from playing recruits. It's kind of a thing you should do against Paladins. And it's not too bad as a Shaman because then I can make a totem, and totems aren't the worst thing in the world. In fact, well, do I play the Bomber or the Berserker? Oh, you know what? I'm going to do the Bomber. Yeah, I know. I could play the Berserker and try to enrage it with the Bomber, but I just don't think that's actually good, especially if the Bomber hits it 3 times, whatever. This will kill a recruit. I can play the Berserker and just be totally fine. Okay. So had this been a Berserker, he probably wouldn't have done this right now. But the good news is that basically, I kill this recruit, I play the Berserker, he's still not going to make another recruit now because he doesn't want this getting enraged. Unless he has a Consecration, in which case it'll kill all my stuff. Except for this Cobra that I'm going to play. I don't know. It's a tough call. Anyway, he might play a real creature. Who knows?
I wonder.
Okay, he has a real card. He's going to waste an Argent Protector and also give me a glaring opportunity to use Money Berserker. Why would he do that? Well, the main reason I can think of is if he has a Consecration. I could take the conservative approach and just trade, keep my Berserker out. But then if he has True Silver Champion, he'll just kill it anyway. So yeah, I can't play around everything. So I might as well play into it, because it's honestly not even that big of a deal. So Consecration will kill off 2 of my creatures, the Cobra lives, I'll play the Violet Teacher, I think I'm doing fine. I also got a Hedda card, because this Berserker just straight up killed his 2-drop. It just mauled his 2-drop and lived, so all he's really killing with Consecration is the Mad Bomber, as far as card advantage is concerned. So yeah, this is totally fine. This is about the ideal way to eat out a Consecration, honestly. Sorry, that sounded a little bit dirty. We'll play the Violet Teacher rather than the Defender that I just drew, because obviously, if I can use the Defender to hit 2 targets, to buff 2 creatures, that's ideal. Obviously, sometimes it is correct to play the Defender just on 1. It's better than doing nothing. A good option now is better than the best option later, but here, there was a totally reasonable alternative. I'm going to take that reasonable alternative. Alright, is he going to make a recruit or just do something else? He's going to make a recruit. Okay. Lots of different ways to make this turn. This is one of those turns where, like, it can decide the game, but you might not realize it, because, like, it all kind of seems the same. Like, you could Lightning Bolt and Defender of Argus, and then you can kill this recruit either with the Violet Teacher, or by buffing the Cobra with the Defender of Argus, and then having it kill the recruit. There's just a lot of different ways you could do this turn. You could just play the Tiger and ignore the recruit and kill the Farseer. There's a lot of different things you could do. I think next turn I don't mind being overloaded. I just want to play this Tiger or a Totem and a Flame Tongue, both of which are enough with 5 mana. So I'm going to use Lightning Bolt on this to get a 1/1 into play. It's nice to have these. You can counter the Paladin's recruits. I'm going to play the Defender of Argus here, and I'm actually going to use the Cobra to kill the recruit because against a Paladin, the difference between 2 health and 1 health is pretty immaterial. I mean, yes, he could have like an Elven Archer or something, but I'm just not going to play around that card because that card's bad. So now I've got a really good board presence, I'm safe against Consecration, and I've got a good play coming up in this Tiger. If this stuff gets to attack, it's a lot of damage. It's 10 damage. It's really kind of crazy. And then this Tiger, of course, will get through for 5 unless there's a taunt. Anyway, I can get past taunt with Hex and using the Violet Student. So I'm in pretty good shape. This I'm pretty happy to see because this is just really not that impressive. And neither is that. Well, that is superb. So what do we do here? Well, I could play the Tiger and just kill the Cult Master with my Defender. Alternatively, I could play the Flame Tongue, use the 1/1 to kill the Cult Master, and then use the Violet Teacher to kill the Master Swordsmith. I do want this Cobra around in case he plays something really big like a Boulder Fist Ogre. Having this on the field is gigantic. Well, here's the thing. I mean, if I'm going to be using this to kill the Master Swordsmith anyway, and then I might as well play the Tiger. So yes, I will do the Cult Master. Always kill Cult Master first, so the opponent doesn't draw any cards. Let's kill that. I'm being a bit low with how much damage I'm dealing, but that's because I have such a dominating grip on this board. Paladins just really cannot deal with this very effectively. If Consecration doesn't work and Peacekeeper only does so much, I feel like I can afford to just grind it out. So he's got 5 cards. I mean, I've already got, like, Jesus, 7, 8 cards. This is actually 2 cards in 1. It'll give me a 1/1 recruit as well. Like, I'm actually going to run out of space on the board. Ah, okay, so I'm assuming he's going to draw a card off of this. Otherwise, there's no reason trotting it out to its doom. Okay, no, he's actually trotting it out to its doom. Alright. Good, I guess. And there's a Stormpike Commando. Well, I think what I want to do here is... Actually, can I win? I should check to see if I can win. I might be able to win here. This is 5, 6, 10, 13, 17. I can win. Ah, it's a good thing I looked. I actually win right here. There was a lot of other trading I could have done, but let's just go ahead and win the game. Stormpike Commando actually being pretty good. Turn 7 kill, and I survived a Consecration. Now, he didn't have any interference besides that, but still, surviving a Consecration against a Paladin and winning on turn 7 is pretty darn good. I'm happy with how that went. I am really proud of myself for catching that win. I think that was impressive. That was a pro play by Papa Boris right there. So 3-1, decent place to be. I would like to get to 5 so I can complete the daily quest. And if I get to 7, I'll complete both daily quests. That'll be 160 gold on top of my arena win. I might break, if this actually goes to like 10 wins, I could break 5,000 gold. At that point, I really should start buying packs. Now, some people have been asking me, like, well, Boris, are you going to buy packs? You know, that would be kind of fun. Here's my plan. Hear me out. What I want to do is I want to keep an eye on my dust and on my legendary count. And when I get to the point where I can actually buy enough packs that I will be able to guarantee, even if, like, all the packs or most of the packs suck, like, if I can guarantee that by buying them I'll get enough dust to craft a complete set, I want to actually make a video where I craft a complete set of cards and get like the 100 gold achievement at the end of it. So at the beginning of the video I'll buy the packs, then I will open up all of the packs, and then I will disenchant all the common cards for like a bajillion dust, which I think would be kind of fun, and then I will craft all of my remaining cards that I need, all my legendaries, all my epics, and then we'll see me make a complete set. That's the idea. Hopefully I don't miscalculate, because that would be kind of sad. But I think that'd be kind of fun. Alright, so he has his own Amani Berserker. Luckily, Flame Tongue Totem is a pretty good card. And even more luckily, he's not a mage, a rogue, or a druid, so he can't kill this thing. If this actually gets to hit for 7 damage, that will be hilarious. If he has an elven archer or like an iron forge rifleman, I will cry. Okay, he's thinking a lot. Actually, this terrible monkey is unbelievably good right now because it's giving me a taunt to protect my 7/1. Hand of protection? More like a hand of I don't care action. Anyway, Mad Bomber. God, I hate that card so much. So I know I say don't let paladins keep creatures, but I can't get rid of that guy. And I'm definitely not going to, sacrifice 7 damage in a creature to pop a Divine Shield. By the way, this is why Monty Berserker is the best 2-drop in the game. No other 2-drop can do what this guy's doing right now, which is hitting for 7 damage on turn 3. Well, he's got Blessing of King, so he's going to get to kill my stupid monkey, unfortunately, and I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer. Crap. Well, I hate to do this, but I think I need to play the Cobra and trade these off. I mean, I could swing for 7 down to 16 and try to race a Paladin. I could do that. I could. Boy, that's just probably not the right play, yeah? We can all agree. I'm just going to kill this. And I can play the Mad Bomber and the Blood Mage, or I could just play the Cobra. Well, I want to play the Cobra because I already want the kill in place if he plays a big creature like a Fen Creeper or something. I just want to be able to kill it dead. I messed up. I should have put this on the left side because totems always come up on the right, and now the totems aren't going to get it buffed by the Flame Tongue. Turn 5 is going to be awkward. I've got nothing good to do. Nothing whatsoever. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Well, I have to play Mad Bomber, but there is no guarantee that this is going to be good. Forked Lightning. Well, if the Mad Bomber does get to pop the Divine Shield, then Forked Lightning will get the kill. Not a chance. So now I will see if I can get a Taunt Totem. And I can. Now, that means that Forked Lightning is actually pretty good. Because, well, it stops me from playing Fire Elemental next turn, but it stops him from having the guaranteed kill on this Stone Claw. Which means that then the Knife Juggler can't pop my Cobra. I think it's actually worth it. If only the Mad Bomber had hit this Divine Shield, that would have been perfect. Oh wait, Consecration kills me. I shouldn't have done this. I definitely should not have done this. I should have just traded the Cobra for the Knife Juggler. Well, he's a Stormpike Commando. I still should have traded the Cobra for the Knife Juggler. And Leper Gnome. Okay. That's not a problem, really, because he actually should have killed this totem first before playing the Stormpike, because now he loses a Knife Juggler. Had he attacked the totem first, he would have just gotten to straight up keep his Knife Juggler. That is crazy. Oh my god. Well, don't let Paladins keep creatures, but I can't kill him anyway, so I'm just going to play Feral Spirit. It should appear over here, so it's getting buffed by the Flame Tongue. And we're going to hit for 5. I still can't play Fire Elemental, annoyingly, but this is a lot of power, and he didn't have Consecration last time. He shouldn't have it this time. These 2 wolves can take out both of his cards, and I'm still swinging for 5 with this Value Bomber. No! Well, actually, that's not a particularly great play unless he can kill my Flame Tongue. That was a bad play because this is still hitting for 3. You don't want to you don't want to Peacekeep things that are next to a Flame Tongue totem. I don't think he has the answer. He doesn't have it. Okay, wonderful. So 5 mana is pretty frustrating. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. So a little bit of order is important here. First, you kill the Leper Gnome. Then you play the heal. And do I kill a creature or do I hit him for 3 damage? I can't kill them all. I can kill like a recruit and live to tell about it. And I don't think it's worth it. I think I want to hit him for damage. I mean, it's going to have a tough time with just 2 cards dealing with my board and this 4/5, and I've got 3 damage in my back pocket, also a 7/7 coming up, and he's used a Humility effect. Oh god, well, that's pretty good. I, having seen that legendary, do wish I had killed off that recruit. Because he gets to kill my Flame Tongue now. Yeah, I messed up. I should have not let it... Yeah, if I had killed this thing, then my Flame Tongue would have survived. That was a mistake. Okay, so... Now we're in damage control mode. I have to do this so that I can kill Hogger with that. And we need to kill off a recruit. and make a totem. There's no point in playing the Blood Mage at all there. So I got a taunt, which is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I have a 6-5 here, which is pretty strong. And then I have a 7-7 coming up. So with only 2 cards, he's in a bit of trouble, but definitely there are things that he could do to get out of this. Chief Uber Guy is the name. That is a really good name for a paladin, I have to confess. Alright, well, he's going to kill the totem. Kill the 4-1, of course. Play the Worgen, which doesn't really matter for anything. Except for the fact that Feral Spirit now doesn't really work because the Worgen can get enraged and kill them both by itself. I get to hit him for 7 damage. If a Lightning Bolt comes up or a Rockbiter Weapon, I win the game. Okay, well, I misplayed that, but luckily my opponent just didn't have a very strong deck or a strong draw. And so, oh, I said well played twice, I'm sorry. Okay, well anyway, that was a good game. I did not play that perfectly, but he just didn't have a very strong deck or didn't have a very strong draw, and I was able to crush him with my big dudes. Mad Bomber totally epic failed, by the way. I think the hero of that game was actually Flame Tongue Totem. And I should have absolutely killed that recruit with the Mad Bomber. Don't let paladins keep creatures. I said it before, and I'll say it again to myself so that I remember now. Ah, man, that's funny. Alright, well, we're up to, what was it, 4-1, so doing pretty good. Just have a couple more chances to get the 1 more win that I need to finish off the quest. God, that 7-win quest for 100 gold, if I could just have that every day, that would be great. That ain't kosher. It's like a ghetto Jew right here. I am Jewish, so I'm allowed to make those jokes. Don't get offended. Do I keep the Violet Teacher? I don't think so. I have so many 3-drops in this deck. Let's just find them. And fail. Okay. Well, the Rockbiter Weapon, that had to be kept, because of course I want to kill his early plays. That is not one that I can kill, unfortunately. Do I coin out the Raptor? Well, yeah, I think so. Because I'm actually going to play the Blood Mage next turn, I think. I want to be able to kill his stuff before it gets out of control with this Blood Imp. My only... well, actually, I have some answers to Blood Imp. I've got a Lightning Storm and a Forked Lightning. Ooze is fine. Lightning Bolt, I have a lot of different ways of dealing with it. Let's trade and make the Blood Mage. I'm not sure I played that correctly. Maybe I shouldn't have coined the Raptor. But note that I did take the Raptor kind of aggressively. I said when I took it, I said I was taking it for curve reasons. And you can see that it was pretty important there. It helped me control the board even if I hadn't had this weapon. Alright, he just life taps, which is fine. I'll totem up. Taunt could be good for protecting my Blood Mage here. Lightning Bolt deals a massive 4 damage, so it's got a decent chance of killing what he plays, even with the Blood Imp's help. And that's actually really annoying. Without the Blood Imp, I could have killed this right now. Huh. Okay, well, in that case, let's go ahead and do Defender of Argus down the middle. I will use the Taunt Totem to kill that. And I'm actually not going to hit the Imp Master, because if I hit it, then she can hit back and kill my Blood Mage. Which draws me a card, so it's not the end of the world, but I'd rather not do that if I can avoid it. Note that the reason the Blood Imp triggers first is because it was played first. That's a really good card. That's very unfortunate. And she is going to damage my totem, which is smart. Stops me from getting infinite minion clearing abilities. Lightning Storm, is it the play? I think it is actually here. So I don't actually want to flip for spell damage because honestly I don't need spell damage to do what I need to do. So I will just play Loot Hoarder. Lightning Storm. Clear him out. Very slowly and laboriously. The Defender is good enough to finish off the Imp Master Funk, and then we're going to swing for 1. It does mean no Fire Elemental and no Spiteful Smith next turn, but I've got other removal I can use, and I can always make a totem. I think that was worth it to clear out the board. And the guy's probably sitting at his computer screen going, Lightning Storm, man, that ain't kosher. Anyway, so now I have to either Rockbiter Weapon, and then use the totem to kill the Azure Drake, or I could flip for a totem, hope for spell damage, then Lightning Bolt will kill the Azure Drake. Or I can actually not attack the Azure Drake with my spells and play Violet Teacher, and just trade out the Loot Hoarder and the Defender of Argus for it. I think it's actually the best play because I want this on the board. So always draw cards first. This way I can see what I get. Amani Berserker. Totem and Berserker. Or Violet Teacher. It's a tricky situation. I think I want the Violet Teacher. This puts less bodies on the board, but this is nice to have because I might be using some spells soon. Like I could play Fire Elemental and Lightning Bolt to take something down, or Hex, take something down, and then Amani Berserker. There's like a lot of things I could do. Spiteful Smith, Rockbiter Weapon, and Lightning Bolt if I need to. Another Azure Drake. Oh, God. Well, that's annoying. I've still got the Rockbiter on the Totem option for killing this. Or just Fire Elemental and Totem. No! It's spell damage! Ah! That's frustrating. I did not want to lose my Violet Teacher there. Well, balls. Can I race? I mean, I could try racing. I could, like, what is this? 1, 4, 7, 10. No, that's not going to work in the slightest. Let's just, let's think. So I could play this, Fire Elemental, and then Totem to finish it off. Or I could just do the Rockbiter Weapon and Totem. Save the Fire Elemental. That lets me play, like, more onto the board. I could play like this and a Shield Bearer. Is that really valuable? I mean, it keeps the Fire Elemental in reserve, I guess, and puts out something that has more health. It's a tricky situation. I'm honestly not sure what the correct decision is. For some reason, my gut tells me this is right, so I'll trust it. But I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so that was my move. Next turn, I can Fire Elemental and Berserker, for example. He's got a lot of cards because he's life tapped pretty liberally. He's got 7 cards to my 6, soon to be 7. And he's the first player, so he's actually come up ahead, despite my Lightning Storm. But this is a pretty big dude. It might hit him pretty hard. We'll see if he's got any good plays. With that many cards, he's got to obviously have something. It just might not be very good against my Fire Elemental and Spiteful Smith. And I might be able to win some card advantage back. Ah, alright, Stormwind Champion. Well, let's take a look. I could, of course, Fire Elemental, Lightning Bolt, and kill it. Or I could Fire Elemental and Berserker. Or I could Hex it. I mean, there's a lot of different things I could do. I think I'll do Fire Elemental plus Lightning Bolt. I mean, that kind of takes up his entire last turn. And then I hit for 4. I'm threatening to hit for 10. The main drawback of the play is I lose the Lightning Bolt's potential to burn him out, but I've got creatures to play. They're not very impressive, but I do have stuff to put on the board, so if my stuff survives and can attack him a couple of times, I should be fine. But it's scary. With 7 cards, I mean, there's a lot that he could have that would actually get him right back in this game. I'm just, currently in a pretty big lead with these giant cards. War Golem. I hate wishing for War Golem, but that wouldn't be a miss. Argent Commander, I don't think I've seen in any of the 5 games so far. It wouldn't be a miss either. For damage to the face or for an efficient kill. Hex is nice to have as a reserve in case he plays something big. Panda. Well, I actually would rather him play one big thing than a bunch of little things. But he doesn't seem to want to oblige me. Oh, okay. Well, that is interesting. That is very interesting indeed. I need to think quite carefully here. You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to race against this Ventrico. I've got a taunt. I've got more taunt. And more taunt. So I have all the taunt. And I'm just threatening to kill him with my big creatures. I could play the Berserker, but I think I'm actually going to try to get even more taunt. And I failed, but that's fine. He's in trouble. Lots of trouble. Hellfire is pretty much the Warlock's main board clear, but then he's damaging himself down to 2. He can't life tap anymore, and as soon as I draw a Rockbiter Weapon or charge creature, like the Argent Commander, then I win. He also can't play minions because the Ventricle Mercenary's out. I mean, he can, but they're super expensive. He cannot kill this in any way. Really, he needs Twisting Nether here. That's his out, and I am fine not playing around Twisting Nether because I think in my like 186 or 187 arenas, I've had Twisting Nether played against me like maybe once. I'm not even sure it's ever happened at all. So this is the taunt strategy here. Don't often get to do this. Just protecting my hard-hitting creatures with a bunch of taunts and then hoping I can finish him off. He needs removal for this and for this. Now for this, it'll get him down to 1 health. He's technically still alive, but I do have other things that damage, so he's going to have to be careful. Alright, he loses. That's good. So we complete our daily quest for 60 gold. And, I've had a decent chance of making it up to 7. That would be really cool if we could see me break 5,000 gold, because it wasn't that long ago that I broke 4,000, so I got up there pretty quickly. Mostly that's because I'm not playing Hearthstone Arena every single day. I've been, taking some days where my video content are the short Hearthstone guides. And I played a lot on Saturday for my stream. I played 3 arenas in one day, so I feel like that kind of tides me over for a little bit. And when you only play like 1 arena a day on average or a little bit less, it's not too hard to build up gold as long as you complete your daily quest and do decently well in the arena. Okay, well, this is looking pretty decent. I guess my deck is, as always, better than I thought it was. It's just got cards like Mad Bomber and Shield Bearer in it, and a whacked up curve. So I didn't feel like it would be that good. Azzy the Hunter, I think, is how you're supposed to pronounce A-E. Oh, this is a tough decision. So he might not actually play enough things for an early Lightning Storm to be relevant, but like it was very relevant against the Warlock. Alright, I'll keep this. This might be just a slow start. Totem on turn 2, and then a Feral Spirit on turn 3. Something like that. But hopefully I will draw, a 1-drop or a 2-drop. I do have a decent number of them in this deck. Man, I'm really starting to dread facing Hunters. I think Hunter might be like the new mage, where they just always have an answer that they could potentially have. You can't play around their stuff anymore. And then Buzzard plus Unleash the Hounds is so ridiculous. The fact that it draws you like a bajillion cards for 4 mana while putting a whole ton of minions on the field that they can also be like buffed or draw cards off a Cult Master or pump up a Hyena or whatever is crazy. Okay, no 2-drops for me. I did finally see the Argent Commander. He's like, yeah, you want to see me? You want to see me? Alright, fine, I'll just show up right away. So we'll see what he does here. If he just steady shots, I will just play Flesh Eating Ghoul. I'm not going to play Feral Spirit to overload myself. Looks like I am not so lucky. He's got Animal Companion. Well, let's see what we got here. It's the Leok. So he flipped the Leok. Well, I'll take a little bit of a chance. I'm going to play Flesh Eating Ghoul, because this does not overload me. It lets me play my Violet Teacher next turn, and who knows what's going to happen. Now, if he has a Shattered Sun Cleric for the Leok, or some kind of a buff, or that's just sad. So, I don't particularly want to play Violet Teacher. It will die to Leok plus the bow. I don't particularly want to play this either. Ugh. Okay, I will play Violet Teacher. If he wants to kill it with Leok plus bow, that's fine. In the future, Lightning Storm will kill off this Leok. This is not the greatest of draws, but if he does use up this bow, I can play Feral Spirit and Loot Hoarder next turn and have a decent board presence. The problem is that he can kill what I just played without having to spend mana, which is always bad. I'd say that my opponent won the opening here. I had a very slow start. He is going to get greedy here and try to get extra value out of that bow. Well, that's most likely Freezing Trap. That's the most likely thing that he could have that would make him want to do the play that he just made. So let's play Feral Spirit and get a 1/1. And let's also play Loot Hoarder. And I'm not going to attack. I have said, you shouldn't get into staring contests with Hunters. I'm not going to get into an extended staring contest, just very briefly. I want to test for this trap with a 1/1. Oh my god, really? And he got a Loot Hoarder? Well, I mean, most of the stuff he got was good. Could have gotten was good, I guess. That sucks. Timberwolf. Oh, that's actually shockingly good. It lets him kill off Spirit Wolf with the Leok. Is he going to use the bow, or is he going to try to pump up the bow more? Lightning Storm seems decent here. It really does seem very decent. So I'm actually going to... Well, let's flip a totem first. Oh no, what if it's Explosive Trap? So a spell damage totem would guarantee Lightning Storm, but is that worth taking the risk when I've got a 1/1 to finish this thing off? I don't think so. I think what I want to do is Lightning Storm first to get a 1/1. Clear out his board. I win the coin flip on this. Now we'll check for Explosive Trap. Hopefully it's Freezing Trap. I guessed correctly. It is Freezing Trap, so he gets a charge on the bow, but the Freezing Trap's wasted. This thing costs 2 mana. I might actually replay that someday. I think I'm doing fine now. I think he got a little greedy with that bow. He voluntarily chose not to kill the Violet Teacher when he could have done so for 0 mana. I think that was a mistake. And now he's going to pay for it. Is this worth hexing? Keep in mind that is my only hex in the deck. I think so. I think it is. So we're going to just hex this thing. Get another 1/1. Kill it. Do I play a 1/1 or a totem? Let's actually play the 1/1. Just Swing for 3, pass the turn. Alright, he's in a bit of trouble now. He's got 6 cards, so he definitely could still win this game, no questions asked. However, I mean, I've got some good cards here and a board advantage. The High Main. Well, it could be worse. It could definitely be worse. I think I might just ignore that thing. I've got enough health that I can afford to do that. So what do I do here with my time? Well, I could play the Spiteful Smith. It does die to the High Main, but he can't kill everything. Spiteful Smith on Mana Elemental. Can I win? 3, 4, 5, 6, 10? No, I can't win. Let's save this in my back pocket. 3 plus 2 plus 4 is 9. Can't quite do that. I kind of want to play this thing. This totem? Well, I like the idea of playing the Spiteful Smith to give the Savannah High Main another target. So I'll do this and this. There's a lot of creatures that are very valuable right now, and that the Savannah High Main can kill, but the Savannah High Main is only one High Main. It can't kill them all. If he gets Unleash the Hounds, okay, then he gets Unleash the Hounds. That's just, I mean, that's just life. He actually won't be able to fit all of them. He can only get 5 out of the 6 that he would be due. I think it's worth it to go for the kill here. With this 4 damage, I only need to deal 8 damage to him to kill him. I think I still have I have a Fire Elemental in here. That's 3 of the damage. I mean, it's close. If like anything can survive at all this turn, just if anything survives, and I can hit him even once with like a Spiteful Smith or the Violet Teacher, I have a pretty good chance of winning, I think. Does he have Unleash the Hounds? It seems not, because he wouldn't put more stuff on the board if he was going to play Unleash the Hounds. No, he's going to taunt it up. That makes a lot of sense. It's a good move. If he hits the Violet Teacher with his weapon, I'm totally fine with that, because that's 3 damage on the face, which is important. The main problem is that this has taunt, and I've already used my Hex. I still have an Earth Shock in here. That's my main thing that I would hope for right now. Yeah, Earth Shock would be really great. It would stop the hyenas from popping, and it would also, you know, let me attack through and win the game, basically. Not a chance. Well, this, I think, is where I've got to do that, even though it means not playing a War Golem. So we're going to do that. Got to get past this. My life total is high enough. I am going to start to race. I think it's worth racing him. He has to kill all my creatures all the time now. He can't race me back. My life total's too high, and I've got a 7/7 coming up here. It's definitely far from over with 4 cards. There's a lot, and all these creatures on the board. He could definitely still come back and win it, but I've got a decent chance with him this low on life. I mean, if I can just get like a lightning bolt and a rock rider weapon, that's already enough. Alright, so he's clearing me out as efficiently as he can. He's going to have multi-shots. Alright, that's annoying. So if he has a deadly shot, I actually have a pretty good chance of losing, because that'll kill the War Golem. Ah, boy. I've already used Lightning Storm. Forked Lightning would be good. It would kill off 2 of these for 1 mana. Feral Spirit, also good. Well, that's very good. So I have fodder for multi-shot and deadly shot. These things have 3 health. His stuff all has 2 power. I mean, he could get like a raid leader or something and then clear these both out. But this is a pretty, you know, he kind of needs a really good interactive card right here, or else he's going to lose. No raid leader, it seems. Does he have like a multi-shot or a deadly shot? He has a deadly shot. Coin flip, deadly shot. He wins the coin flip. That's actually the 2nd arena in a row where someone has gotten a critical coin flip with the deadly shot against me. And now he might actually be able to catch up, because this is a pretty big thing. I think I need to keep hitting him. That's my main out, is just to burn him out at this point. Fire Elemental, almost. Is it worth playing? Fire Elemental. Yes, because it's so big. Oh, what? Oh, I'm overloaded. Alright, never mind. Never you mind that. Anyway, let's just pretend I meant to do that. So you can kill my wolf with the Spiteful Smith, but the big dumb beast is actually kind of okay here, so if he doesn't have taunt, this will actually be difficult for him to kill without another deadly shot. Using the hyena to kill off my totem. Demolisher, I really couldn't care less. I just don't want any Defenders of Argus. He's already played one. Hopefully he doesn't have any more. Sun Fury Protector is another card I don't want to see. So can he kill the big dumb beast? If not, if it can't taunt, it'll attack him, and then the Fire Elemental will score the killing blow. Steady Shot is a good sign. Usually that's the last thing people do, and we're going to get the win, and then the Earth Shock comes too late. Okay. OP Fire Elemental for the kill, and Azzy goes down. That was a tough game, though. If he had Unleashed the Hounds, he probably would have won, and I bet he had it in his deck. I mean, it's a common card, so he's not necessarily going to see it in the draft, but it's likely that any particular common card would come up. And if someone sees Unleash the Hounds as a hunter, they are likely to take it because it is just wildly good. I really hope Blizzard makes that card cost 3 mana. Like, it's kind of like a... They're kind of losing face, you know, if they nerf it to 3 mana, because, like, that shows that they don't really know what they're doing. Because they made it 4 initially, and that was wrong, and they made it 2, and that was wrong. But I still think they should just suck it up and do that, because it's a problem at 2 mana. Okay, well, I'll send back the Violet Teacher, and we'll see what we do here. It sucks I'm up against a rogue, because if I coin out Loot Hoarder, she's just going to make a dagger kill it. I'm tempted to coin a totem, which is a good play to do if you have a Flame Tongue. Of course, if I flip the 1/1 and she makes the dagger, the totem dies, and that sucks. Or if she has a 1-drop, that play, of course, gets invalidated, and instead I should just make a Rockbiter weapon and kill her play. I am second against the rogue, which is good. Always happy to be second against a rogue, so let's think. Okay, I'll try it. Only a 1 in 4 chance of this going really sour. Taunt is the best with Flame Tongue. If she's a good opponent, as I assume she is, cups the rogue here, she should know that a Flame Tongue is coming and not play anything with 2 toughness. Or if she does play something with 2 toughness, it's because she has a plan for killing the Flame Tongue later, say because she has a Wolf Rider. Well, as it happens, she didn't play anything with 2 toughness, so now, because this is taunt, I could play Loot Hoarder, and then save the Flame Tongue for the following turn. Is that better than playing this and just hitting her for 2 damage right now? I think it's worth trying. I think it's worth trying, because if I can play Flame Tongue and have this trade up into something that has 3 health or maybe 4 health, I think that's really worth it. And then I also have Rockbiter weapon for extra damage. There are ways this could go wrong, but I want to take that chance because the upside, I think, is really, really big. Mad Bomber. Alright, well, that was a partial success. She wanted it to hit the Loot Hoarder, but it didn't. Ah, she gets to kill the Loot Hoarder using this charger. Damn it, that sucks. Well, had I played the Flame Tongue, it really wouldn't have been any better because the Mad Bomber would have hit the taunt. I guess the Loot Hoarder, the Flame Tongue wouldn't have died, but it would have been on Death's Door. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and Feral Spirit here. It's really good against her board. And I don't mind the fact that I'm overloaded next turn because I really don't mind playing Flame Tongue or the Berserker next turn. Seems totally fine. We'll hopefully get to kill off the Southsea deckhand. She has a Shiv, which is going to allow the Southsea deckhand to trade against the Spirit Wolf. Meaning that my board is clear, but so is hers. Does she have a creature? She does. Damn it! I really didn't want her to have a creature. That sucks. She's going to use the last dagger on my face. Fair enough. Well, this means it's Berserker time. So technically it does survive against the Squire and the dagger, but of course Backstab can change that very quickly. Or Eviscerate, or any whatever number of things. Yeah, maybe that Loot Hoarder, I don't know. Maybe that Loot Hoarder I got a little bit greedy and she had a really good answer. With Southsea Deckhand of all things. Ugh. Who saw that coming? She's got the Backstab, so she'll pop the Divine Shield, and she still has her full mana for the turn, which is amazing. I'm starting to lose. I need Lightning Storm at some point here. Stormpike Commando is kind of awful. It does not kill the Razorfin Hunter. Killing a 1/1 is not worth it because then it'll just die to the Razorfin Hunter. Don't really see the point of playing that card. We're going to play the Tiger. And hope for the best. This Tiger will be used to kill the Hunter possibly, but she might play even more things at 6 mana. Yeah. That's no good. Okay. Lightning Bolt could be good. Okay. That's my whole mana for the turn. This will deal 2 damage. The tiger could finish it off. Then it'll be at 1 health. I'll have 1 mana left over. I could Rockbiter, kill the Razor Van Hunter, have a 4/2 and a 5/1, which she can kill with the dagger and her creatures. But she used her dagger up, so she'd have to make the dagger. This would run in there and kill it, and then I have a 5/1 and a 4/2, same deal, but I used my Argent Commander. That's probably not as good. I could leave this alone. I don't want to do that, though. That seems bad. I could kill this with Rockbiter Weapon plus the Tiger and shoot one of these 1/1s, and the Razorburn Hunter can kill the 4/2. And then the 1/1 kills my Tiger. I guess I can't really save more than I can already save. I could play Flame Tongue. That lets the Tiger kill that. Leaves me with 4 mana, which I could use to Rockbiter and make a totem. Then at least the Flame Tongue's kind of hard to kill if she's going to kill the Tiger. Okay, I think it's actually the best move. I'm not 100% certain, but it looks okay. So we're going to do this, hoping for Taunt, and I got very lucky there. I'm going to use the Rockbiter rather than Lightning Bolt because actually mana matters right now. Next turn I might very well want to play this and Lightning Bolt or just play War Golem. Okay, I think I did that right. The Taunt, of course, is a stroke of luck because it stops these 1/1s from trivially killing the Stranglethorn Tiger. But even if this hadn't happened, you know, like, yeah, so she gets to kill the totem anyway. So the Flame Tongue totem is actually kind of hard to kill. Okay. I'm just going to just damage that. Oh, no, she's going to use the weapon. Oh, well, balls. Okay. So here, I could use this to kill the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. But then, she can just kill it off with her weapon, and she's got a high enough life total, doesn't matter. I can't really play this because the ghoul doesn't need to die. I think what I'd actually like to do is shoot this thing and lightning bolts the ghoul. Now, she can of course hit this, but I think this is less valuable than this, because this only deals 2 damage, this deals 4. So I feel like this is better to keep on hand, as it were. I've got more cards than she does, but she could still win easily enough. Her cards are good. She's giving me some mana, which actually might not be bad. I don't mind getting some mana. Okay. Alright, that mana makes a difference, because I can play the Commander, kill this Golem, and then have that extra mana allows me to play the Raptor, which threatens to kill the Defender of Argus. Which is good, so the Defender might want to trade into the Argent Commander. Now, I've got 3 cards to her, too. I mean, I've just got card advantage here. Betrayal looks better than it is. Yes, it's a 2-mana Assassinate, but it's not giving her card advantage. And as long as she doesn't get card advantage, I should be able to win this game. The ooze makes no difference at all. Okay, great. This is looking really good. I somehow or other managed to get some serious card advantage here without Lightning Storm. I think it was the Feral Spirits that helped me. She's trying to burn me out, but it's going to be too slow, I think. Unless she top decks really amazing stuff. This is even better than the War Golem because it lets me clear out her board. Let's totem up. But I am flipping taunts like a boss. Since I did get the taunt, I'll play the Blood Mage. Honestly, the spell damage is not that relevant, so even if she had killed it with her dagger, just getting the card off of it is fine. So I got this War Golem coming up. Okay, so she will get to kill the Blood Mage. Fine, but my Fire Elemental gets to kill the Bluegill Warrior, and I get to draw a card as well. I could actually let this hit me in the face. Oh, shield! Shield Bearer. Well, that's nice. It lets me hit her for 6 on a clear conscience, I guess. Shield Bearer. Alright, even better than Shield Bearer, though, is this Feral Spirit. So I can ignore that Bluegill Warrior. Hit for 6. Well, I mean, this is like 13, 17 damage here, so it's like kind of a problem for her. Actually, if this card is non-interactive, she loses. She could kill one of these by hitting it with a dagger, but then she takes the damage and loses. So Cups the Rogue goes down. We complete our 100 gold daily quest. Total dominance. And now we can see if we can make it any further. So yeah, I could like, I'd have to get up to 10 wins at least. But if I did get up to 10 wins, then I would have a chance of getting like high enough. I'd need 230 gold to break above 5,000, which would be quite the milestone here. That's pretty exciting. That is pretty exciting. Alright, who is our next worthy opponent? It's a mage. You know, I had a feeling it was going to be a mage. And this mage is not my grandma. I've noticed that I keep losing to troll names. Like, I lost to Tiny Dick the Paladin the other day. I don't know. Maybe I should be really scared and respectful of people with troll names. I guess not my grandma's not that, like, trolly of a name. Ah, mad fucking bomber. So I can't play the shield bearer on turn 1. I mean, I can, but then the mad bomber is just awful on turn 2. Alright, we're gonna coin out this mad bomber, I guess. Ugh. I lose the mad bomber coin flip. Then, I don't know. I guess I'll play the shield bearer or make a totem. Maybe I could have just passed the turn. Well, it's actually, I'm glad I did that, because I get to kill this pint-sized summoner now. That's obviously very good. I will play Loot Hoarder here. If she wants to spend her entire turn killing this thing, she's welcome to do that. And I draw a card anyway, so I don't care. Then I'll play the stupid monkey. Yeah, I know that the card says Silverback Patriarch, but that's just a typo. Blizzard messed this up. It's supposed to say stupid monkey. Hey, Earthshock, why don't I ever see you? Well, thanks for coming by this time. I don't want to play Flesh Eating Ghoul just on an empty board. I'd rather like play it after the stupid monkey so that, you know, if my opponent kills the monkey, the ghoul will at least get bigger or something. Seems kind of silly just to put this down where it dies to just everything in the universe. This card always makes me sigh because it's so brokenly overpowered. I will play the ghoul and I'll play the shield bearer and I will attack with the stupid monkey. So if she doesn't have a frostbolt to kill this directly, she'll have to kill 2 things and let the Flesh Eating Ghoul get up to be a 4/3, where it almost will trade with this overpowered water elemental, but not quite. Knife Juggler, no! Oh, wow, those are both pretty good cards. Luckily, the Knife Juggler whiffed. Arcane Missiles. Well, it's actually not the greatest here. Oh my god, really? That sucks. So many dongs. Now this is going to die to hero ability. Ah, Stormpike Commando. Pretty good. So we'll do that. Unfortunately, the ghoul doesn't quite kill the water elemental. I am just going to kill the Sorcerer's Apprentice, though. Because the water elemental can, of course, finish off the shield bearer, but then I can... Well, I don't know, I can use the Argent Commander to mostly kill it. God, that card is so obnoxious. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this, but I feel like since the Arcane Missiles got so lucky, I couldn't afford to keep the ghoul around. And running into this seemed pointless. Alright, Azure Drake's not the greatest thing in the world, because I can just kill it with my Stormpike Commando. This Stormpike Commando just was a solid 2-for-1. That's pretty awesome. Okay, now let's think. Can I use the Argent Commander? Well, maybe. Let's do this, though. Well, I can actually use it to kill the Azure Drake, and then this guy lives, but then Flame Strike kills off everything. So let's actually trade that off. Play the Tiger. We'll keep the Earthshock. We'll try to use the Tiger to kill this water elemental. How about that? She's got 5 cards, which is a lot of cards. I've got a big one, though. She might not have the Fireball or the Polymorph that would be necessary for killing it. I don't care about being frozen for once, because I don't have any weapons. Never saw a Doomhammer or a Stormforged Axe. The fact that this thing has 6 health and only costs 4 mana is so maddening. Oh, jeez, that's bad. Fuck. I could Earthshock. You know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this. Earthshock just to kill that stupid thing. I'll kill this. Yes, yes, yes. Flame Strike and Blizzard kill all my stuff. But you know what? If she Flame Strikes, she has 4 cards, and I have 4 cards. I can War Golem. If she Polymorphs or Fireballs that, I can Feral Spirit. I mean, I got things to do. I'm gonna run out of steam a little bit. These are a lot of my endgame creatures. Still have Fire Elemental, but I've done no damage to her. Yeah, this hasn't really gone that well. This War Golem really needs to not die, but the odds of it not dying are quite minuscule. Ancient Mage. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, let's drop it. Now, this guy with its 2/5 is actually kind of a hilarious problem for the Argent Commander. And this thing's frozen, so it can't kill the Ancient Mage. What I will do is kill off the Acolyte. And then if she pings off the Argent Commander, well, that's okay. Then Fireball won't kill this, and then this Tiger can still trade for the Ancient Mage. But I am slipping a little bit. This is a little bit weak. Blizzard! Oh, fuck, that's bad. Freezes. So irritating. Okay. She'll just swing on by, which I understand. Alright, Rockbiter weapon, which can only be used once per player per turn to kill the Raging Worgen. Zeus Feral Spirit. Totem. Honestly, at this point, don't care about the spell damage. If all that does is draw me a card, that's fine. I don't really care. So will this War Golem ever get to attack her face? That is what we'd like to know. She still has 4 cards. That is too many cards, unfortunately. And Flame Strike clears my board, leaving her with card advantage. I would actually probably lose if she has Flame Strike. She has Fireball. Well, that's okay. That's fine. I'll take it like a man. Just going to ping off my Blood Mage. Darkscale Healer could be good. Kill a Totem and Demolisher. Okay. Well, since I got the Healer, I think I'd like to get rid of this Demolisher before it becomes a problem. Totem up. No point Rockbiter weaponing. No point Rockbiter weaponing this thing. Well, this is all I got. I've got 2 removal cards. And this is all I got. If this clears, I lose. Direwolf Alpha. Ah, that's so good. It hurts. Ah, fuck. Fork Lightning. Oh, man, that could be good. Well, let's see if we get spell damage. That will affect my turn. Do not get spell damage. Well, let's do this. And this. Oh, man. Do I hex this thing? I think I have to hex that thing. Much as I hate it. I can't afford to wait anymore. I mean, every single one of my creatures is precious. I can't just let her keep something that will kill off my wolf. She's going to ping off the wolf. That leaves me with the 1/1, which is fine. That'll kill the frog. And she passes the turn. Okay, that's exactly the kind of break that we needed. Play the Berserker. Swing, swing. Yeah, she might be holding on to a Flame Strike, but whatever. We'll be in a top deck war then if she has the Flame Strike. I'm not going to hold this back. Mountain Giant. Oh, that's why she was holding them onto her cards. I see. Well, I used my Hex, so that's gone. Okay. We need to race it up, baby. Oh, boy, she has a lot of health. Well, maybe she doesn't have a Flame Strike. I mean, I don't know what she has. Maybe I should have taken a Bloodlust. She doesn't have Flame Strike. I've got 4, 5... Well, this will get pinged. 4, 6, 8, 10 damage. Oh my god, does she actually have a Flame Strike with this last card? She has Arcane Missiles. Well, that's not really going to cut it. No! Why does it... Oh, how did the Arcane Missile hit the same creature twice? That is so obnoxious. Well, okay, I know that she's all played out now, so we can make intelligent decisions here. Fire Elemental, okay. Let's see, we got 4, 5, 7 damage. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13 damage. It's a lot of damage. Not quite enough. I think Forked Lightning is good. Let's just see where it hits before we do anything else. Okay. So now that means Fire Elemental there is good. Which means Rockbiter Weapon to kill a Mana Worm is good. Which means my opponent is in top deck mode. And I have a 6/5. Now Flame Strike will clear everything out. She'll have enough mana left over to ping off my Fire Elemental. And then we're just in a top deck war where I have the advantage because my hero ability is better than hers. It puts stuff on the board, hers doesn't. And I have the first draw in the first play. She has a card that is a fine card. It's just not good in this particular case. We have 6, 10, 12 damage. She doesn't even wait for me to find the win. Not my grandma goes down. I guess her name wasn't enough of a troll name. Wasn't as good as Tiny Dick the Paladin. And we get the kill. Okay. That was great. I don't think I've actually made it past 9 wins as Shaman since the patch that introduced the increased cap of wins in the arena. So, that would be nice to do if I could win 2 more games. I have gotten 9 win ones with Shaman once since then, or maybe twice. But never above 9. That would be cool if I could do that. Let's see if I can. Another mage. Clarinet X. Clarinet X. Alright, this is actually a nice opening hand. Well, actually, the only nice thing about it is this Amani Berserker. I don't really want to keep Lightning Storm or Earthshock. We'll keep single target removal. We'll keep the Berserker. If I get another 2-drop, which I do like a champion, I will coin one of these things out. Have to decide which. That will be based on her play as well. If she plays a Mana Worm, of course, the Raptor is the move. Leper Gnome. Well, okay. So the Leper Gnome kills the Raptor directly. But it is the less valuable creature, but that then leaves her with 2 mana to do her turn with. The Amani Berserker will die to the Leper Gnome plus Hero ability. It's a more valuable creature, but it costs her turn. I think, actually, pressuring her to not do anything on turn 2 is more important than trying to preserve a slightly more valuable creature. I mean, the Amani Berserker is the best 2-drop in the game, but it still takes a little bit of effort, and it's not that commonly that it will, you know, get to do its thing. So I think it's worth it just to have it be a 2-mana creature that takes up her entire second turn, and her 1-drop to kill off. Okay, so now play the Raptor. So notice this draft, for curve reasons, was, I think, absolutely the correct draft. We've got a pretty good turn coming up. A 2-4 on turn 3 is usually strong. It'll usually survive. Oh, goodness. Oh, my God. If that's Mirror Entity, I'm going to be so sad. Because I want to play this, then this afterwards. It'll be a 2-4. It'll kill my Raptor. Live to tell about it. But she doesn't have any Overload cards, then I can kill it off. Okay, if it's Mirror Entity, then it's Mirror Entity. It's not Mirror Entity. Ice Armor? Uh-oh. Oh no, here we are, folks. So it's not Mirror Entity, Ice Armor, or Vaporize, so we're looking at the fancy realm of Mage Secrets. The Spellbender, the Counterspell, or the Ice Block. That means this Yeti is shockingly safe from my Hex. Well, let's see if it's Counterspell, at least. It is actually Counterspell. Well, that's fine. I guess I could have played Rockbiter Weapon to fish for the Counterspell, but I don't know. Seems like it was a reasonable choice not to do that. I'm actually going to go ahead and 2-for-1 myself into the Yeti. Because otherwise it was going to kill my Unbound Elemental. I'm going to get 2-for-1 anyway. Might as well do it on my terms rather than hers. So I'm at a card loss here. I'm down a card, and she's the first player, which is a problem. And then this happens. Oh, God. Well, I think, much as I'd like to do anything else, this has to be hexed. I can't afford a race against that. We'll kill off the frog. Let's not let her keep any creatures. So I might get some card advantage with luck via the Fire Elemental and/or Stormpike Commando, but it's a bit of a long shot for sure. Ah, man, I should have just, I should have played Rockbiter first and then played the Feral Spirit, because then I would have had those 2 Spirit Wolves up against up against the Yeti, and that would have been fine. Probably would have been the right play. Okay, so Fire Elemental is bigger, but the 3 damage doesn't actually matter. But what's the point of not using up all of my mana? I could use Lightning Bolt. That's interesting. I could Lightning Bolt the Squire, let this grow to be a 4/6, and kill this Silverhand Knight that way, but that's silly. Then I'm wasting everything. Oh, then I can play the Cobra and a Totem. Okay, I think I'm going to go for that. That's a bit of a weird play, but I think it might be the best, given this Lightning Bolt that I drew. The 1/1's not what I was really hoping for. Spell damage would have been nice, but this is okay. We'll just do this, that, and Cobra. Now, I do die to Flame Strike, but whatever. I've still got some creatures to replay afterwards. I'll just play a Fire Elemental, probably, and hit her in the face. Maybe that was the reason I should have played Fire Elemental. It survives Flame Strike on turn 7. Yeah, that was probably a slight misplay. Is that Flame Strike? She's waving it around like she isn't sure. You'd think she'd be pretty sure about Flame Strike on this board. She flips out a different card. Shield Master Funk. That's not good enough, my friend. It's not good enough. Okay, I'm not going to play the Mad Bomber. Sorry to all the viewers at home. This... Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. I'll use the Cobra on this engine. Use the 1/1 before it gets pinged off to kill the damaged golem. Swing for 4. Okay, so I'm ahead on life. Actually doing fine on cards. She's still 1 mana shy of clearing the board with Flame Strike. She has a 6/5 to deal with, and I've got a somewhat decent-ish card in my hand. Blizzard! I have faced a lot of blizzards today. Let me just say. Now this suggests that she doesn't have Flame Strike, otherwise she would have just pinged my face, although she might be trying to keep hidden from me the fact that she does have Flame Strike. Well, let's play the Ghoul and a Totem. I'm not going to play Mad Bomber because I can't because that card's bad, and we'll just see what happens. Does she actually have the Flame Strike? Or was she mind gaming me and she actually has the Flame Strike, or does she really not? In which case, she can ping this off, but I can... Oh no, that's so frustrating. She gets to kill my Fire Elemental. Well, luckily the Commando is very good. So after she kills the Fire Elemental, I can Commando to kill off the Argent Commander. Oh, she's going to kill the Ghoul. She's afraid of the Ghoul. Well, I don't know if that was the right play, because the Ghoul and the Fire Elemental have the same health. But the Fire Elemental hits harder. The Ghoul has more potential, of course. I don't know. I don't know. Do I play the Mad Bomber? I'm not going to play the Mad Bomber. Like, even if one hits this thing, it's just awful, because it would get pinged off. Oh, no, the Healing Totem could have healed it. Well, whatever. If two of them had happened to hit this, it just would have sucked. She seems not to have Fire Elemental, or Flame Strike, excuse me. She does have Frostbolt. She's going to ping it off. She still has 6 mana left over. It's a lot of mana to work with. Novice Engineer, not the most impressive thing in the world. And a secret. Yeah. So I can't play War Golem, because it might be Mirror Entity. We have to play the Mad Bomber. So I'm actually going to attack first. I'm trying to race her out at this point. So it's not Ice Armor or Vaporize. Let's see if the Mad Bomber can get lucky and kill the Novice Engineer. Oh, God. Oh, that almost was really bad. God, jeez, that was freaking ridiculous. Play a War Golem. The Healing Totem being very good here, healing up my stuff, preventing it from being pinged off, but the Novice Engineer can still help her kill the Commando. Question is, does she have the answer for the 7/7? Fireball, Polymorph, it's what she needs. We'll see. Big Dumb Beast is kind of okay. It deals 2 damage a turn and it's hard to kill, but at 10 health, 2 damage a turn is not really cutting it. She does have more cards in her hand than I do. Oh, but no answer for this, it seems. Well, then the correct play is definitely to hit her. That's definitely more likely to win me the game than trading for the Ogre and going for the long haul. So let's do this. Do I play the Blood Mage? Yes, because I don't care about spell damage. 3 damage is enough to kill her with Lightning Bolt. And I don't mind getting a card for that guy. Okay, so I need... Well, let's see, I've already used Argent Commander. I think I've already used Lightning Bolt. But I've got 2 Rockbiter weapons in here. Now, the problem with those is Taunt gets in the way. But if she doesn't have Taunt or Life Gain and I can play a Rockbiter weapon, I will win. Does she have an Defender of Argus? She seems not to have anything. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Well, we survived Flame... Wait, did she play... No, she never did play Flame Strike. I was just thinking about it the whole time. We survived another Blizzard. And some Frostbolt. No, and no Fireballs or Polymorphs that time, so I guess the Mage didn't interfere with me that much. Okay, well this is my second time getting up to 9 wins as Shaman since the... Arena win count increasing patch. I can't say last patch anymore because there has been a patch since then. But I've got 2 chances then to make it to 10, and then maybe if I get a lucky enough prize, break past 5,000 gold for the first time, which would be kind of hilarious. A lot of that though is due to the fact that I've been lucky flipping 60 gold quests. Ah, Gathox the Shaman, my first mirror match of the run. Okay, I will have to keep this just to have a 2-drop, I think. It's vulnerable to Earth Shock, which will kill it without giving a card. Ah, the Berserker is, of course, a better play on turn 2. And a Feral Spirit will be a good play on turn 3, so this is nice to have on hand for the future if we could draw Lightning Bolts or Lightning Storms. Okay, he passes the turn like a good little boy and girl. Flametongue Totem and Feral Spirit, these are kind of like a match made in heaven. They stroll down the beach arm in arm, making kissy faces at each other. Because you play this, then the following turn you're overloaded, and you only have 2 mana, but you drop this in between your 2 taunters, and it's great. Uh-oh, he's got a coin for Unbound Elemental. That's a good card. Well, it doesn't kill my Berserker, but comes close. I will play Feral Spirit. The question is, will I enrage my Berserker against the Unbound Elemental? And the answer is yes, I will. Because honestly, the main removal spells I'm concerned about are Rockbiter Weapon and Lightning Bolt, both of which killed the Berserker anyway. Might as well enrage it. See if I can finish this off with the Wolves, plus Flame Tongue. And then see if I can start hitting him for 5. I mean, that's kind of serious. He needs a good turn right here. He's used his coin already, so no coin. He needs a good turn. Or else I come out really far ahead with Flame Tongue on the following turn. Fork Lightning is admittedly really, really good, because it lets him kill off the Berserker very likely, and it buffs this thing. letting in kill my wolf. Mad Bomber, oh my god. Well, it means that this thing will now die on my wolf, so I guess I'm okay with that. But that sucks, because he needed a really good turn there, and he had one. That was an incredibly good turn. It let him clear out my entire board. Well, I don't think that was a mistake. He says that was a mistake. I don't think so. Let's actually make a totem. Really, I don't want to put a naked flame tongue on the board. I might as well have stuff on the board already. Ah, God. Forked Lightning was good. Luckily, he's overloaded thanks to that Forked Lightning and can't do anything, which is nice. Well, I could play the Big Dumb Beast, but I'd actually rather just spend more of my mana and play the Spiteful Smith. It's not going to be relevant as far as the Enrage ability goes, because I have no weapons, but just a 4/6 is pretty good here on turn 5. It's quite large, and I have a Fire Elemental backing it up. Possibly Flame Tongue Totem, depending on what he does. Could be helpful. Feral Spirit. Well, that's actually okay. That's actually more than okay. So he's overloaded next turn. No Fire Elementals. And on my turn, I can actually clear out both of these wolves just with Fire Elemental and the Spiteful Smith. Do I use Fire Elemental or do I use the Argent Commander? Well, the Argent Commander does more damage, so I might as well use the Fire Elemental. Because the Fire Elemental is bigger. It achieves the same effect, but it's 6/5 rather than 4/2. And this is more damage later, so I think that was just right for many reasons. He only has 4 mana here because of Overload. I'm starting to come up ahead. I can have a very efficient turn next turn. I can use the Flame Tongue Totem, letting my totem kill this 1/1. Or actually, the spell damage is more important. And I can actually start swinging for 10 damage. I think, unless he puts out some really serious pressure, I'm happy to race. Ah, Hex. Well, the 1/1 Totem's a very good flick for him. I would have loved to actually keep this frog and buff it with the Flame Tongue. But alas, it was not to be. Okay. Definitely going to play this. Do I kill this 1/1 is the question. You know what? I'm not going to pass up 6 damage to kill a 1/1. This is such amazing board presence right here. Lightning Storm will not kill this or this. He needs spell damage. Then it's a coin flip on this and this. I don't know. It just seems like I'm in a really, really good shape. No Overload cards in my hand at the moment, so this will just be a 2/4, but a 2/4 for 3 is not the worst thing in the world. And at 8 mana, I can play this in a Totem, or this Argent Commander, and a Blood Mage Thalanos. I should have put one of these creatures on the left, in case the Totem gets killed. I always forget about positioning. Just remind me, guys, to play my Argent Commander on the left side. Alright, he's going to buff that to presumably kill my 3/2. Oh no, he's going to kill my Flame Tongue Totem. Ah, very well done. Well, I guess it doesn't matter then that I screwed that up. Alright, I think we have a decent turn here, though. That's fine. Oh, man, everything's at 3 health. This guy's sucky. Okay, what we do is this, this. I will kill the Defender of Argus. That. And I'm going to make a totem, hoping for a heal totem, actually, so that I can heal this. A 1/1's alright. For more damage is fine, too. This plus the Storm Pipe will allow me to deal 3 damage. So let's see how good his 8 mana turn is. He does have 5 cards, which is a lot. My cards actually aren't that great. This one may be helpful, but unlikely to be. So my board is really my pride and joy here, if I don't have a good board answer. Oh, okay. Well, it's another Defender of Argus here. Feral Spirit comes just in time. It's really, 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 really helpful because it buffs my Unbound Elemental. I'm out of room on the board, so I can't play my other creatures, but I will pop the Divine Shield that way. I'll kill that creature that way. Now the Defender of Argus, I'm going to let it just sit. Swing, swing, play the Big Dumb Beast, and a Totem. Healing Totem? Nope. Well, Taunt's fine, too. I guess they were all fine. Lightning Storm is coin flip, and then it just straight up does not kill these, even with spell damage. With spell damage, these are guaranteed, but these still do not die. I'm in good shape here. I'm in really good shape to make it to 10 wins for the first time ever as Shaman. I survived 2 Defenders of Arguses. Defenders of Arguses, hey, hey, hey. Stormwind Champion, perfect. I really couldn't care less. Yeah, he gets to kill a wolf, but I've just got so much board presence it doesn't actually matter. So let's take a look and see if I can win, especially now that I got the Rockbiter. So this is 2 plus 3 is 5, 7, 10, 11. Oh my god, really 13? 13, 3, 5, 7, 10. No, 14. Oh, what? I can't count. 3, 5, 7, 10, 14, 16. Why did I count that so wrong? I don't even know if I need the Stormpike Commando. Yeah, I counted that really wrong. I think I just like said the number rather than adding the number or something. Anyway, we win the mirror matchup. That makes me feel really good. Like I say, I'm always happy to win the mirror matchup because that suggests that you got a pretty good deck. And winning it that comfortably, also while fighting someone who's presumably at around 9 wins or close, is pretty great. Hey, another item off of Papa Boris's bucket list, making it beyond 9 wins as Shaman. Of course, now that we're here, we would like to try to get to 12 wins as Shaman. That is something I have never done before, and that'd be pretty great. Man, I really hope that this record to file thing is working, because if it doesn't work, I'm gonna be sad. Another Shaman, Dear Jason, but not with an A, this is Deer with an E, so it's Dear Jason. Jason of the Deers. Coming to you live on NBC primetime Friday nights. His name was Jason. He'd always liked animals, but he didn't know how much he liked animals until one day he met a deer. And from that day forward, he was Deer Jason, the Shaman. Well, I hope he passes the turn. Got my MVP Shield Bearer here. And maybe I'll draw Flame Tongue Totem to go with him. Flame Tongue Totem just goes so well. Flame Tongue Totem and Spirit... What is it called? What? Spirit Wolf? Wolf Spirits? What's that card called? Oh my god, I cannot believe I can't remember the name of that card. Spirit Wolves? Whatever, the 3-mana card that makes Spirit Wolves. Flame Totem and that card, they're married, but Flame Tongue is definitely getting some cheaty action with Shield Bearer on the side. Because it makes it a 2/4 taunt, which is kind of awesome, you know, considering it's a 1-mana card. And we got a Raptor here, which is great. Turn 3 is a little awkward. Nothing really to do there. Oh, come on, Flame Tongue Totem. I need you, babe. Oh, babe, you let me down. Babe, you let me down. Now, actually, the Shield Bearer is really good, because you obviously don't want the Loot Hoarder to kill the Bloodfen Raptor. That's card advantage, because they trade, but the Loot Hoarder draws a card, whereas the Bloodfen Raptor does not. So that's cool. And maybe next turn I can play Coin Defender of Argus, and then let the Shield Bearer finish the Loot Hoarder off without losing a card. Berserker! Well, actually, oh my god, that's really good. Defender of Argus is pretty good there. Lightning Storm is cute, but not as cute as Defender of Argus. So I get to kill this guy and live, and I get to kill that guy and live. Can't complain. Even if he has Lightning Storm, it's still a coin flip to kill the Defender, and I didn't get card advantage by killing Loot Hoarder because that cycled, but I did get card advantage by killing the Amani Berserker, so Lightning Storm wouldn't even catch him up. Alright. That is unfortunate. I'm actually tempted to hex it, but I'm not going to hex it. That would be silly. Defender of Argus being nerfed is kind of sad here. I think the Shield Bearer's done his job. The Raptor's done his job, and now it's time for the big dumb beast to do his job, which is to sit on the board, get ignored by everything, and not die. He's actually a very good totem sweeper against Shamans. Next turn, if these guys can handle what he plays for turn 5, which is not guaranteed by any means, I could happily play this Fightful Smith. Then we're kind of skipping a beat on turn 6. Nothing much to do on turn 6 with this hand. So I hope I can play this Spiteful Smith on turn 5. That's annoying. Because my guys deal 2 damage. And that means this thing is going to be good for 2 cards. Well, nothing for it. I will not play Unbound Elemental, I think. Well, I could play Unbound Elemental and a Totem. No, I'm going to play the Spiteful Smith. I think it's more important to get that out there. I will not hit the Acolyte of Pain. I'll let my opponent do that if he so ever wishes. Dark Iron Dwarf is the best card I can think of him having because it would make this a 3/3 temporarily. Kill this, draw a card, and still live to tell about it. Then, of course, I'll kill the Dark Iron Dwarf, so maybe just a straight old Fire Elemental would be the best. Just kill this, and then be a 6/5, which is tough. I'd have to use Hex on it. So, Unbound Elemental, Hex. Okay, well, I'll have to use Hex on that. So, no getting around that, unfortunately. Yeah, I can't let that live. So, yeah, we'll play the Unbound Elemental, getting ready for a Lightning Storm. We'll Hex this thing. We'll kill this. I will let him draw the card himself. I want to get as much damage on as I can, because with him getting card advantage off of this Acolyte, it's going to be, I think, somewhat important for me to get as much damage on as possible. I've got one Overload card for the Unbound Elemental to get buffed, which is good. A 3/5 is pretty serious. It's basically a 4-mana card if it's a 3/5. And hopefully he doesn't put up so much pressure that I feel obliged to Lightning Storm, because I would actually first like to play a War Golem. This, well, we'll see what happens. That could be, I don't care, or it could be horrifically bad. Oh, does he have a 1-mana card? He does. Yeah. Well, I have to use a Spiteful Smith to kill that. We've seen what happens on this channel when you let those get out of hand. Lightning Storm. Oh, man. I mean, it's a coin flip on the Golem, unless I totem, but if I totem... a totem... anyway, Lightning Storm is tempting. Hang on. I could totem up, commit to thereby committing to Lightning Storm no matter what. If it's not spell damage, I Lightning Storm. This dies. This may or may not die. So that's dumb. So I should oh no, I want to Lightning Storm first to buff this and then use this to kill the Golem, but by then the Lightning Storm will have already happened. Boo. Okay, I kill the Golem with my Spiteful Smith. I Lightning Storm, kills the damaged Golem, kills the Worgen. This drops to 2 health or to 1 health. The Defender of Argus finishes him off. I've got 5 damage I hit him in the face with. I'd rather just play War Golem. Kill the Questing Adventurer while I've got the chance, and just swing for 6, but I put a 7/7 in play, so he has to deal with this now, plus all my other stuff. I don't know if that was the right play, but it felt like the right play at the time. We'll see. I mean, mainly he needs to have a Hex for this 7/7, or it's going to be difficult. Does he have a Hex? Is that what this 3 mana is for? No, it's for Forked Lightning. Well, that's actually fine. I don't really care about Forked Lightning. I do care that he drew a card off of that. That kind of sucks. Oh no, that's so good. It lets him kill my big dumb beast with the Golem and live to tell about it. Shit. Well, that was bad. Oh no, he's actually going to 2-for-1 into the War Golem. That actually makes a lot of sense. Well, that's fine. Either way, I get to keep a bunch of damage. Okay, I think this is fine. We might actually be able to win here. Let's take a look. We got 4, 8, 11 damage. Yeah, not enough. Okay. Well, I could then play the Tiger, but I'd rather play the Tiger and then the Fire Elemental. Okay, so does Lightning Storm make any sense? No, none whatsoever, except to buff this. So I got Lightning Storm, maybe kill the Flame Tongue, definitely kill the damaged Golem, and then swing for 3 + 4 is 7, 2 is 9, he's at 5 health, and the Tiger's threatening to finish him off. Huh. Alright, we'll go for it. I don't know if that's the right play, but it's the play I'm going to make. I win the coin flip on the Flame Tongue, which is excellent. I'm going to ignore the Auctioneer because I want to be threatening death with this Stealth Tiger. So he has to life gain or taunt. There is nothing else that he has that counts as an out. Only life gain and taunt work. I mean, 2 Lightning Storms or something to kill this Tiger, but really, realistically, a Shaman without Blizzard, Cone of Cold, Frost Nova. It's just life gain or taunt. That's the only thing. Putting someone into that position is pretty good, I think. Plus, I have some creatures here to bulldoze through a taunt if need be, and a Fire Elemental. Also, if I just get a Lightning Bolt, I win. Okay, the Elemental will destroy me. Okay, we got it. That's 2 mirror matchup wins in a row. Both pretty comfortable, I think, although he did have a lot of cards there. I put him in a situation where not many cards would have saved him. I will pat myself on the back for making the strategic decision to race in that game rather than to trade, because I think that gave me a higher odds of winning than I would have had otherwise. Well, we're 11-1, pretty good chance of making it into my bucket list with a 12-win run with Shaman. Who are we going to face? I'm going to call that we face a Mage or a Hunter. I guess even if everything is super random, I have like a 2 in 9 chance of being right, but that just feels like it's one of those. Probably Mage, I'm guessing. That's just what the game likes to do to me, is give me mages. Let's take a sip of Good Luck water here. Stay tuned for the season finale of Dear Jason. Hunter, hey, I was almost right. Pika the Hunter, like Peekaboo. Ha, I guess that's what the name is. That's not really a joke then, is it? Got the MVP Shield Bearer here. Well, this is a good start. I mean, really, apart from this being a shit card, it's about as good of a start as you could hope for when you're fighting for your 12th win. You got your 1-drop to protect your 2-drop. You got this awesome 3-drop. If I get a Flame Tongue Totem to go with the wife and the mistress, that would be even better. Currently, I'm set to be overloaded on turn 4, which is fine because I can play one of these on turn 5, probably the Smith. And maybe, depending on what I draw, I'll actually do something a little bit different. Like maybe I won't play this if I draw something that makes it worthwhile to do other things. Hex is not one of those things. Flame Tongue Totem would have been great. I could have killed off this Loot Hoarder. As it is, I'll have to settle for the Loot Hoarder dealing 2 damage, then maybe killing the Loot Hoarder with my Berserker and getting enraged. Animal Companion. Oh god, please don't be the pig. Whew. Well, actually, the taunt is... Actually, they were all bad, weren't they? Yeah, there was nothing there that would have really made me happy. Do I hex this thing? That can't be right. That can't be right. I'm gonna do this to protect my Berserker from the jaws of that wolf. What is that card called? Feral Spirit. Yes, yes, right. So the wolf, actually the bear does just kill both of these wolves. This is actually not a good start. Animal Companion was shockingly good there. Ugh, crap. And I'm overloaded, so all I'm doing is making a totem. He has his full mana for the turn. I will only have 2 mana to react with. I'm actually at a disadvantage here. Alright, Panther, could be worse. Could be worse. He decides to attack, which is probably the smart move. So his 3-drop, which did not have overload, took out my 3-drop, which did. That's not really that great. And we got a 1-1. Enrage my Berserker, see what my opponent wants to do. If the Panther attacks me, because let's say he uses multi-shot to kill these things off, I will be happy to play the Commando next turn to kill the Panther. Otherwise, I'd like to play the Spiteful Smith. Unleash the Hounds. It's basically like a cleave here for 2 mana, so it's not like ball-bustingly bad. And he's just going to steady shot me? Yes, that's great. Okay, so Commando is going to be the play. He's got me a little bit down, but not enough that I'm worried yet. And I do have all of my, 5-drops here. So we'll see what we can do. He's got a lot of cards, unfortunately. Now, what's nice is I kept the coin, so the Violet Teacher should be able to get the coin off for a 1-1. That makes Unleash the Hounds better, but he's already used 1. Maybe he doesn't have any more. He's got the bow, which sucks. Oh, that's a really good card, and the Farseer to heal up. Ugh, jab. Flesh-Eating Ghoul. No, that does just die. Okay, the Violet Teacher will die to this plus the bow. So will the Spiteful Smith. You know what? I think this is actually the right time to play the Tiger then. So the bow can't attack the Tiger, and I'm threatening to kill off the creature on my terms, and then preserve the health of the creatures I want to play. Oh my god, if that is a freezing trap, I'm going to be so mad, but what can I do? Am I really not going to attack out of fear of that being freezing trap? Ugh. Okay, so I'm going to play this. Maybe it's Snipe.
Pay attention, class.
It's not. I am pretty confident that's freezing trap. I am, in fact, so confident I am not going to attack with my Tiger. If it's not freezing trap, then it's not freezing trap. This deals 2 damage. It's still not good enough. Yep. That just sucks. I hate how good that is, because it gives him a thing on the bow. Like, if he didn't have the bow, sure, I would just trigger the trap. But since he has the bow, don't really want to trigger it. Oh, fuck, he's just racing me out. He doesn't even give a shit. He's just gonna go for the kill. Well, that makes sense. I'm almost totally dead. Oh, it looks like he's got the kill in his hand. Otherwise, he wouldn't be doing this. Shit. Well, got nothing I can do. We're gonna... Well, actually, do I Lightning Storm or do I Earth Shock here? Well, let's actually play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. And let's Earth Shock. Let's get a 1-1. I want this... Actually, I want to play the coin and the Darkscale Healer. Now, I'm wasting the heal, but I'm pretty sure... Okay, let's actually do this. I'm going to do this to trigger the freezing trap. It's actually not freezing trap. Oh my god. Fuck. Well, in that case, it's explosive trap. So what I have to do is play the Darkscale Healer to heal myself, trigger the explosive trap. It's a misdirection. Oh, that's great. That's like the best thing it could possibly be. Oh my god, that's so amazing. Because it doesn't deal damage to me. And okay, I might have a chance here. He's 4 turns away from killing me with Steady Shot. I've got a pretty good board. Really regretting that I don't have Bloodlust. I have no taunt, so if he has charged creatures, he wins. Timberwolf. Does he really have Unleash the Hounds? Kill command. Oh. And a kill command. That's so obnoxious. So he got me into a staring contest and then just burned me out. That sucks. What are you going to do? You're going to lose. That's what you're going to do. I had like so much damage. 5, 8, 9, 13, 18 damage. Well, I wasn't even going to kill him. He had 29 health. Crap, that was a depressing game. Well, there's only one logical thing that can possibly happen now, folks. Of course, I am referring to my next opponent is a mage and beats me. That is the only logical thing that could possibly happen right now. Looking forward to it. Come on, mage. Come on, magey, 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 magey. Mage is best class 100%. Come on, let's do it. Game's not crashed. I guess there's just not that many people fighting for 12, I suppose. Only 0.65% of arena tickets make it to 12. And that's like the people who end up at 12, so there's like more than that, I guess, who are at 11 fighting for 12. But it's still like a very, very, like, it's like, that's probably still less than 1% of all people who purchase a ticket for the arena make it as far as I have made it right now. And it's still just being really slow. All right, well, we'll just hang tight and talk a little bit about some stuff. So I am up to 460 some subscribers. I would like to do something special for when I get to 500. However, it's taking a long time, so I don't want to, you know, do it prematurely. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas for what you'd like me to do for 500. I was thinking of doing an Ask Me Anything. There's not that many people who watch this, so I could probably answer all the questions that people have. If so, I'll make like a separate announcement video and ask you folks to put your questions in the comments. This is not a great opening hand. I'm not second, so I can't coin out a totem. I don't really want to play this blank on turn 2. So it's a really slow start. When I played against the Hunter, I said it was a really great hand if you're trying to get up to 12, and then I ended up losing anyway. So here's where I would have liked to have MVP Shield Bearer so I could play the Flamesong Totem after it, but it was not to be. Greetings, friend. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I still don't really want to play Flame Tongue here. Let's just make a regular old totem, and then we'll see what happens. Depending on his turn here, I'll probably just play Feral Spirit and then hope for Flame Tongue Totem after that. Shapeshift to kill this, please. No, you have a real play. Boo. Oh, I can't even really use Flame Tongue effectively here. That's quite frustrating. Okay. So, the Flesh Eating Ghoul, I could trade this, make this a 4-3. I would actually rather just do this. And I'll let him keep that Imp. Because I'd like to wait and see if I can trade this off later when the Flesh Eating Ghoul's in play. Or if I could perhaps use the Flame Tongue Totem to buff this. And let's say kill the Imp Master after the Imp Master pops another Imp. Just don't kill my wolves. The Feral Spirit's a really great spell, but if the opponent kills your wolves in high style, then it kind of sucks. Because you're overloaded severely on turn 4, and you have nothing to show for it. Okay, that's exactly the kind of thing I want to see. That's totally fine. So he gets to, you know, play the totem, that's great and all, but I get to do this. So that's the best way to do this. I think it's like this. I'm going to do that, kill the Imp Master, and I'm actually going to go ahead and get rid of that totem. Or, sorry, that golem. Oh my god, I'm setting myself up for a swipe. God, I always forget about that. Okay, we'll kill an Imp instead of the golem then. I should have, you know what, I should have left the golem alone and killed both Imps. I should have killed both Imps because that made me less vulnerable to swipe. Now swipe kills everything. Ah, damn it. Why did I make that mistake? I always forget about the swipe. Okay, he doesn't have swipe, which is like a freaking miracle. Claw, Shapeshift will kill off my totem, but that's his whole turn, basically. And then I get to just play this 4-6. Druid's not the greatest at dealing with just a 4-6. It's not like a Hunter who can Deadly Shot or a Mage who can Fireball. Against a Druid, this thing is very likely to just sit there and live to tell about it. And then, depending on how good his turn 5 move is, the Fire Elemental could be either anything from very good to a total whipping ball powerhouse. Alright, the answer is it's pretty good. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. I will still definitely play it here. So, kadoink. Kill off this engine. And I've got 2 big dudes. Now you can kill this pretty easily, and this will die to a Starfire, but he can't do both in one turn. I'm not sure what a Druid could do to kill both in one turn. How would the Druid do that? I'm not sure how. Well, we'll see if he can do it. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think he has to Shapeshift and use this to kill that. But then he only has 4 mana left, which isn't enough to kill the Fire Elemental, or Starfall or Starfire. Okay, so Starfall to kill this, Abusive Sergeant will kill that. Yes, that's the perfect play that he could possibly have. And then I have another big drop, the War Golem. Maybe, though, I'll play the Flesh Eating Ghoul and the Defender, though, depending on how many of my creatures survive the turn. Boy, he's really torn up about this. Actually, a swipe would let him kill everything too. Swipe this, shapeshift then to finish it off, and then the infiltrator can finish that off. Bite is a way of killing the golem. However, that does leave my spiteful smith alive. Is he going to reveal this thing? He is not going to reveal that thing. Okay. Well, I think rather than the war golem, I'm just going to play the flesh-eating ghoul and the defender. Get the defender out and good while it's good. Make my creatures a bit more durable. I'm in pretty good shape. Safe from Starfall. Finally safe from Swipe for the most part, kind of. And he's still a turn away from Ironbark. I have a Hex for an Ironbark. Boy, this is really good. Unless he has something Pony Whipping Bang Ball Powerhouse Wrecking Ball, I am going to be fine. Okay. So this is a really good drop for him because it forces me to use Hex prematurely. Forked Lightning, are you a consideration? This Forked Lightning, that'll kill the Infiltrator, take this down to 8 health. The Ghoul will go to be 5. No, I think I'll just... Well, actually, if I'm hexing anyway, I'm still not playing the War Golem. Huh. I could do this, Totem, Forked Lightning, but no, then I can't hex. Okay, we'll do the Violet Teacher then. Hex this. The hex with this. We will kill that. And, okay, so now if he plays an Ironbark Protector, then I don't have hex. But what I do have is more stuff on the board to deal with the Ironbark Protector. Like, if he plays Ironbark Protector, I'm actually fine with it. That's his whole turn. I can Forked Lightning for 2 damage. Oh, he's got the swipe to kill off my stuff. Oh, that's sad. I actually would have rather he played an Ironbark Protector there. I could have dealt with it very nicely. Swiping. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh, it's so annoying. Well, that was way worse than him playing an Ironbark Protector. Double swipe. So he actually had the swipes. He just... Oh, fuck you. No, 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 no. No, no, no. None of this sorry about that business. You're not sorry. That wasn't like bad luck or anything. You had 2 swipes and you played them. What? Jab, jab. Fuck you. It needs to be an emote. Alright, is he going to have enough 2 more damage to kill off the War Golem? He does. Oh my god, he keeps having the answers to my stuff. I'm actually out of juice now. I'm totally out of juice. And he even gets to kill that. Oh, wow. How did he deal with me so effectively? This is ridiculous. Well, now I'm going to lose, I think. I played all my big stuff. He killed everything. I've got these lightning spells, but like no board presence, and he has 3 cards. If any one of these is like a big creature, this is inadequate, and I lose the game. Wow, I can't believe I had that huge board. Double swipe. Freaking Reckless Rocketeer and a Savage Roar. Lord on a Pony. Well, the good news is that his turn right now just sucked. So it's like he just had the kind of turn that I had for the last couple of turns. And now Forked Lightning is very good. It kills his Panthers. And I might win the game. Alright. That's cool. Boink. Can't kill him with a Rockbiter weapon, unfortunately. But it's getting close. Actually, I have the kill next turn. Don't you even. If that is a premature well played, I'm going to be so mad. It must be a premature, right? Because this is only 5 damage. He doesn't know that I'm going to kill him. Actually, he doesn't die after Shapeshift. And after this as well. Yeah, Shapeshift heals him up. Okay. He's going to kill... He should kill the 1/1, I think. Because it's very, very good for killing off the thing. Why did he say well played? I don't understand. I guess because the Cobra is well played, it'll kill his Ogre. Let's see. Let's see what I draw. I have no more hexes. Earthshock. Let's see. Well, let's do a totem first. If it's a taunt, I could change my plans. Nope. Okay. I've got 4 damage. 7 damage. I could enrage my guy. And then he'd have to shapeshift to hit it, but that would be... Yeah, let's do this. And I don't want to commit to Rockbiter Weapon right now, so we'll pass the turn. So a swipe would kill off everything he has, but he is in top deck mode. He's going to shapeshift. He's got his own Money Berserker. He's going to hit this, which makes sense. If it's going to hit you anyway, you might as well kill it. I can deal 4 damage to him. I need a little bit more juice, like an Argent Commander or something. Nope. Actually, this is nice. What I'm going to do is play the Blood Mage, and then Earthshock now deals 3 damage, which is important, because it lets me keep the Rockbiter Weapon as a possible killing tool. The Earthshock cannot target the hero directly, the Rockbiter Weapon can. My problem is I'm not actually dealing very much damage to him. He's healing a life a turn. I've only got 2 damage on the field. I've got this Rockbiter Weapon that I don't want to commit to. I need my, like, Argent Commander or a Fire Elemental or something. Oh, fuck. He got an Ironbark Protector now. I might actually lose now. Shield Bearer. Well, let's Lightning Storm. I win the coin flip, although it doesn't actually matter. Let's Rockbiter Weapon. Trade that off and get a card. Loot Hoarder. So I'm getting more cards. I'm getting cards out the monkey. I could still win this game. We're in a top deck war. He's very low on life. He's peeling off the top. But another Ironbark Protector would actually probably win him the game. I don't know how I'd get past it. All my stuff deals 0 damage, and I never took a Bloodlust. I probably should have. I was thinking, like, well, this deck's not that aggressive. But a Bloodlust in the deck can be kind of handy. Okay, this is a good thing to see. So he just puts creatures on the board. There's plenty of taunts to interfere with them. A Fire Elemental. I've already played a Fire Elemental, have I? Right, I think I've already played Fire Elemental. Let's... You know what? If I attack for 1 and he heals up, the Tiger's not enough. So yes, we're going to just hit with everything. This does mean after I play the Tiger, I can't fit more stuff on the board, so I don't get a totem. But that's fine. Okay, so this Tiger's threatening the kill. He needs taunt or life gain. This cannot be removed. And my arena bucket list life is on the line here. Frost Elemental is not going to do it. You cannot freeze stealth creatures. And we get the win! Ah, God, that feels good. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Okay, that was awesome. Let's see what reward we get. We should get above 5,000 gold after this. I've gotten like 500 gold in one run before. Then I'd have 5,000 gold to spare. If you enjoyed this video, please like and or subscribe. How can you watch someone get to 12 wins epically and not like and subscribe? But if you want to stick around, here's what we got. Noble Sacrifice, Golden, Ancestral Spirit Golden. Are you kidding me, game? Are you kidding me, game? I actually don't make it to 5,000 gold off a 12-win run. I get a whole bunch of dust. 225 is 4,995. This pack better have a legendary in it to make up for that. Come on, game. Oh, 2 rares, that's cool. Legendary, and it's Onyxia. Wow, that's awesome. I don't think she's a really constructed playable card, but I do not have her. So that is basically 1,600 less dust. That's so funny. I said, like, oh, this better be a legendary, and it was. All right. Let's take a look at all of our new cards here. Oh, Flare was new. I didn't have 2 Flares. Well, that's excellent. I actually got a real new card. This is 50 dust, because I have 2 regular Noble Sacrifices. We will always remember you, Defender. That's a good flavor text. Ancestral Spirit, I do have 2 of these. Get 100 dust there. That's a lot of dust. I got a lot of dust. I got like almost 2,000 dust there. Counting the legendary not needing to be crafted. And, oh right, this is, let me just flip ahead. Onyxia. Pretty cool card. I don't think it's constructed playable, but it's nice to have it, and I was going to have it anyway later to complete my full set, so glad to have it now. 14,000 dust. Pretty high. I think I need like around, oh, I can't remember. I did the math on this recently, like 28,000 more now that I've gotten Onyxia out of the way. So that's cool. And the sneak peek for the next arena is going to be what? We have Shaman, Rogue, or Mage. Oh gosh, probably Rogue. I'm not sure, but I just don't like playing Mage very much, so I don't care how long ago it was. Unless Rogue was super recent and I just forgot, I will probably play Rogue. Thanks again for watching, folks. I'll see you next time.